Shalom. This is our Kal from GMS Germany with a new lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor and thanks unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kakadosh. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Mitzvah and told us the truth. Peace and blessings, salutations to the elect out there who spread this truth and sincerity, always with charity across the four winds. So this lesson will be a various topic in transit, just thinking about the things that we basically occurred the last few weeks or last few days, man. Here in Germany, like I just did a lesson yesterday, they basically let the lockdown continue. Let the lockdown continue basically to at least the 31st of January. And also, if you're in the corona risk zone, which means you have 200 people plus the infection rate, I think, is it 200 plus. If you got that, you're only allowed to travel 15 kilometers. So hey, that's the thing. So this is the thing right now in Germany. Of course, they're changing laws. And I was also thinking about that they here in Germany really go down on anti-Semitism, anti-Semitism basically. Why? Because in last year, or the year before even, I have to think, last year beginning, not the year before. So basically, at the end of the last year, I think, 2 years ago, 2019, or 2020, one of these two, they basically set up a new law, which basically allows the government to come harder down on people that speak against the Amalekites, man, to speak against the so-called Jews, man, against the Amalekites, straight up. And that's the thing. So, and I was just thinking about it. Why? Because we'll bring it up. Why? Because the brothers from Holland just did a video about multiple videos about Esau basically persecuting, basically coming down more and more with great wrath and more bringing up the persecution of us in Holland. Of course, the brothers in Holland, also in Germany, man. You see that, and you have to understand. In Germany here, if you speak against them, the Amalekites, you can get up to, if you deny deny the supposed tragedy that happened with the supposed race, you can get up to 5 years in prison, man. So with us in Germany, it's the whole time there, man. This is why I always when you speak about this topic, people come like, they speak loud, like da da da, and then they speak about them like da da. They're whispering the shit, man, showing you that they fear them, and that's the thing. So yeah, showing you that they here and over here in Germany really fear these Amalekites, man, and that's the thing. So we have to understand that the supreme power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, that Esau is basically preparing everything to persecute us, man. Then you have in America, New York, basically talking about detention centers, talking about Revelation 2 and 10. And then yesterday, I don't know if it's still ongoing, because I watched the newscast from yesterday night from the RT America. I saw multiple articles about it. Basically, they went into the Washington DC. I think the Congress the Congress. I think the House of Congress or something like that. They went in there, man. The Trump supporters went in there, basically revolting against the presidency of Joe Biden. Why? Because Mike Pence, the vice president, basically had to confirm Joe Biden as the new president, what he did. And then they flipped the fuck out. Showing you second as 15 and 16, man. Coming to pass, man. Coming more and more to pass. The people have voted against the kings. Okay? Against the government, against the rulers. But you see more and more the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem happening. Here in Germany, you had the same thing, okay, not in the same manner, but a similar thing. With Nuremberg, basically, there was revolted against the measures, against the lockdowns, because you have to understand, man, more and more people losing their jobs. The grinding is ceasing. Only essential business and home office is basically possible. Because, for example, multiple people losing their jobs. For example, in the restaurants. In the restaurants, they're losing their jobs, man, like crazy. And not only in that, man. Also, you have to understand that they make the work for these people harder. You have to wear a mask basically everywhere. Because I was speaking about it one time too, man. You have to wear the mask everywhere, man. You go to you just go to your grocery shop, man. You have to wear the mask. Even on the parking lot, you should wear the mask now. Where the mandated. Then they making checkpoints. They're showing you they can make checkpoints wherever they want. But then at the same time, I saw an article today in the German tongue, where one of the police, higher policemen spoke about, hey, the police is basically overworked. It's too much for them. They can't cover everything the government wants. So what it's showing you, they're gonna bring more and more the military in, man. Sooner or later, they're gonna bring more and more the military in, which is showing you martial law, man. Because we in the prelude of martial law already, man. We got a curfew in Germany, you know. Yeah, man, we got the curfew, and now we got the travel restriction also, more and more. Then we got this gathering restriction also. Hey, showing you which time we in, man. It's no time to lollygag with the Lord, man. It's time to seek the Lord while He may be found. You know, prepare yourself for the times to come and be sharp in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. This is what you should be. You know, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, straight up. And we just have to really give Yahweh Bashem Yahushua all, man. Straight up, man. We have to give Yahweh Bashem Yahushua all. Because without Him, we are nothing, man. Straight up. And then another big thing, you see the rumors of wars, but really how Ratazar gonna do listen about that, man. Because you see China, basically Xi Jinping basically said it like this, hey, be constantly to his military, be constantly ready for war. That's what he basically said. Then you see what is South Korea? Who went against Iran? Basically in the I think it was Persian Gulf, if I remember right. The area was in with the military craft, with the military ship that was in the area, basically flexing the muscle, showing you, hey, these niggas get ready for war, man. The World War III is so far away, you know, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is basically letting all the joy of the third chapter, basically let the nations beat their plowshares into swords and their pruning hoods into spears, while basically putting their budget of agriculture, you know, for the husbandry and everything to sustain the people in the country into military action. Why into military? Into basically weapons. Why? Especially in the ICBM missiles. What the Iranians do right now, they increased and basically they increased their basically, what is it called, man? I forgot the English word for it. The uranium, I think, was it what they need for the missiles. They increased that digging for 20%, man. Basically, the investment on the 20% they increased. Why? Because they say we have to get ready to protect ourselves. We have to ready to defend ourselves against our enemies. You know, and you see in that basically. Then you have false flags attacks also. Showing false flags attacks, what I mean with that, supposedly it was heard that an Iranian aircraft was coming from, what is it called? That an Iranian aircraft was heard, hey, we have to avenge Soleimani. And they even said, hey, we have to avenge Soleimani. That's what it's saying. You know, this is what their spirit is, in the mode that their spirit is in. So, showing you, hey, through spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that these nations get ready for war, man. That we have to watch rumors of wars right along right now. Then Germany even they want to stack up their basically arsenal. Even Germany want to stack up their arsenal, man. The German defense ministress, basically female, Kramp-Karrenbauer, basically said, hey, we have to invest in drones and everything, man. You know? Showing you, hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is doing a mighty work right now. Showing us, hey, the time is near of the end. Showing us we have to go right with the Lord and stay sharp, man. In Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. Straight up. Straight up, we have to stay sharp with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. What I mean with that, we have to seek the Lord while He may be found. And stay close to Him and really work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Seek the Lord daily. Not only once a week or not only on Shabbat. You know, seek the Lord daily while you still can, man. Invest as much as you can in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because you want to be in the best position with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in these days that we're in right now. You know? Because you see, Esau basically revolting against the government, so how much more the other nations are going to do it sooner or later. You know? And that's the thing, to spend power for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? So we have to really give our Yahweh Hashem Yahushai all, and really stay sharp, man. Stay sharp in the news, because you see, hey, news. There are so many things in the news, man. I think about so many lists, because then there's another thing. In where was it? In I think it was Switzerland, but I have to double check on it. But in my country, they basically have a cartoon with the man with the longest rod in the world. It's just perverseness, man. And it's a cartoon really for young children, because they don't even speak in them, man. It's just like these figures walking and everything. Like really like a cartoon with the longest rod in the world, man. What kind of wickedness is this, man? This is pure wickedness. It's wickedness in his purity, man. He basically put his rod around everything, man. His rod basically, he basically, for example, I saw a clip. He basically riding the bike, and then he sees the pole. He puts his rod around the pole, and then he slams his because he's racing other people. He's in a race with 2 other people. Put his rod around the pole, then swing it and put himself in the front, man. You think it's funny, but it's fucking wicked. It's purely wicked, man. Because it puts the sexuality already. Sexual thoughts, wicked thoughts already in the children's mind. You know? And that's another thing. So you see a lot of things happening. And also you see Amos 8:11 coming more and more to pass, because you have to understand, like I just did on my channel, basically ask brothers to repost and basically subscribe to the GMS Germany page. Why? Because the GMS Germany page got terminated, man. Normally we should get one more strike, but they took it down, man. They took our page down because Esau hurt. Then we in the group chat, brothers talk, we put it up out of nowhere. Another brother said like, yeah, man, my page is down also. Then you see the Aaron's Apostles page getting striked left and right. Then other brothers getting strikes left and right. And you see the family of the word coming closer and closer, man, because you have to understand, the family of the word concerning the unicorn gonna come closer and closer. Also us speaking out there in the house and hedges come closer and closer. Why? Because for example here in Germany, we're only allowed to meet with another person. Only by basically one by one. I can cope for a whole family and only another person can come, but it makes no sense concerning the teaching. So concerning the teaching, we only allowed to meet with one person. You know? So hey, to the spirit is the best idea or best mentality to move in together with brothers. And if not done it already, do it right now, you know, just thinking about the spiritual, because then they can hinder you to do the work and you're close together. But hey, it's everything in the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you see all these things coming to pass. Hey, the family of the word is not far-fetched, it's not far away, man. It's really right around the corner, man. So hey, we have to all step up our game. I have to step up my game, brothers have to step up the game, listeners have to step up the game, man. We have to step up our game and be the best version that we can of ourselves, man, in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, straight up, you know. So yeah, man, hey, these are just a few thoughts that have various topics, quick hit, various topics. Yahweh Ratza gonna name it like that. Yeah, man, but Yahweh Ratza to the spirit and power, mercy, grace of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash. Was this lesson edifying? The lesson only came through the spirit and power, mercy, grace of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash. Through His Holy Spirit, through the Har Kakadash. I want to give again Kol Aliyam Hawat Wagabat Wat the water. Labano Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash. Brakadei Hawa, Brakadei Ushai, Brakadei Hawa, Brakadei Ushai, Brakadei Hawa, Brakadei Ushai, Hashem Kakadash. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakadash. Brakatam Wahablatam wa Shalom to the elect. Yahweh to the next time. Shalom wa Brakatam wa Baba. And yeah, man, I stay sharp on the prophecies, man, because a lot of things happen. The Hour of Egypt is also, hey, I just watched Spider-Man, man. I watched yesterday from the Spectacular Spider-Man because of Netflix. I watched the episode of it, and you saw the brain chip, man. This dude, Octavius, the Octoman, basically the octopus man, was basically in connection with the whole internet, man. As anything that he was thinking about, basically, he could just, for example, he was thinking about the cameras he could use, and boom, 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 showing you the chip. He was connected to the whole city. if he would be basically connected to the main server of the city, he would be connected to the whole city, man. And that's the thing. But yeah, y'all rest till next time. Shalom, wa barakatuh, man. Stay strong, Akim and Akwafim. Stay strong, ya Shalom.